I am now live. We're live. Good.
All right, excellent. So where we left off, there was a number of things occurred obviously in the last game, but the last thing were the group had discovered and revealed a number of vampires in the Coffin Maker's home. Coffin Maker's name was Henrik van der Voort. There were a number of telling signs that something weird was going on, and Vasily even had some sort of contract he had hired the man for, and wanted to check it out, but the group did a little bit of party splitting, usually a no-no, and went to Vasily's house, a wealthy merchant in the city of Barovia. And during that time, the rest of the group visited this coffin maker because it was they had been told that there were bones of Saint Andrel were stolen, and why they were taken here is unknown. But this was where they're believed to be, and upon investigating, they discovered a lair of vampires, and they rushed out with the hope that the vampires wouldn't follow, and perhaps with the chance to rile up a crowd. In fact, I do have a crowd group prepared because Val has the ability,
And
his
Diedrich.
troubled background. Actually, so does Diedrich. Yeah, that they convey their angst in like a CW show. NPCs apparently are very inclined to help.
It's the OC
So
all
they're
over
currently-
again.
It's you guys should be able to see this primary map. They're roughly in this area over here. Actually, you may not be able to see the arrow, so I'm going to do that again from here. Boop.
Yeah.
They're roughly over here, and then I'm going to go ahead and reveal the map that was related to. Let's see, you'll notice that Diedrich is not currently with them. Toward the end of the last game, a crossbow bolt from a window across the street went right through Henrik van der Voort's neck, killing him instantly. And this individual was chased for a while by Diedrich, who was trying to find out who it was and why they did that. Quickly realizing that he could not catch the person who mounted a horse and ran off, all he has is a last image of a person with a red hat, and a fair amount of red in the accoutrements of their outfit anyway. And I'm going to presume at this point he's rushing back.
Yep.
While he's doing that, the others have been gathering a crowd. So, Val, I'm going to go ahead and have you roll. Let me look at the primary. Give me a 3 1d6s, so 3d6.
Okay. Let's see.
Dang! Wow, those are some freaking good rolls.
Yep.
Way better than your normal.
Yep.
Yeah. That actually borderline makes you too powerful, but all right.
Well, that's the way the dice came down.
That's crazy. Yeah, you can't. I'm not gonna be able to give you the. I expected at least one of them to be low, so I'm gonna manually force one to be low, and the others are what they are.
That's bullcrap.
Wow. It doubled the estimated CR that I felt you needed, and what sounded reasonable. That's a lot.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what time of day is it now?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's early afternoon, right?
Yeah, I believe that was
That's where
right.
we left off.
Yeah, it was early afternoon whenever we, started this thing. I didn't know how long it took to.
Well, it's not like
rouse
you
the
guys have.
crowd.
Yeah, it's not like you've gone through a time portal or anything. Nothing that you did would have taken more than an hour, I don't think.
So I was actually.
Yeah.
Well, I
go
was
ahead.
actually planning on cheating anyway with this because since it's daytime and we have all the curtains down on these windows, and last time I thought
We
that
broke all the windows open.
Yeah, all the windows
Yeah.
are open and no curtains are up or anything. And I thought all the vampires had gone back into their coffins. Didn't that happen?
Well, you have not.
We
looked
didn't
to
know.
confirm they're in coffins.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so let's just go and look in the windows and see if we see anything that we can shoot at.
Okay. So, who's gonna lead that adventure here? Is that you or you are? Okay. So yeah, pick a window. You should be able to see there from.
There's a door here. I'll just crack the door. I'll open the door. It's all sunny out here.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. DM decides to point out that's not actually all sunny. It has never been all sunny the entire time you've been here. In fact, you've never actually seen sunlight since being here.
Oh, so can vampires persist out in the daytime then? Guess we'll find out.
I'm gonna go ahead. I can't right now. Go get your mother. Yeah, typical. Okay, so you crack the door open and a vampire rushes toward it, hissing and swinging his claws towards you, and slams the door basically right in your face, having noticed your.
I pull the door off its hinges with my robotic.
All right, give me a strength check.
Oh, it was
Wow.
for 19.
You successfully do so, and while your hands are engaged with this annoying door and you're ripping it off, the vampire itself swings a arm out at you and completely misses. Well, it glances off the steel of your frame.
I hit him with the door.
All right, give me a d20.
Hello.
You gotta be kidding me. All right, I'll grant you an attack. See what would make sense for you. You're using a door.
That's a critical with the door, right?
Yeah, it's a critical with the door. I realize you're going to be hitting pretty hard. I want it to be sufficient for what you were doing. Let's see, where are you at? What weapon do you have? You have a mace. Use your mace's attack. And you have to hold shift when you drag your damage over, so that it crits.
Boo.
That was
but
pretty.
he's critical. Oh no,
What?
wounded. Sorry, my damage.
I was gonna say.
The bludgeoning was critical. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, dang, that's surprising. All right, so you crash it in there. He hisses and gets knocked back. If we're going to go with this, before I commit to initiative, are you pulling in the Barovians?
Magneto. They won't listen to me. They're suspicious of me, but you.
Well, so do they? Did any of them happen to have ranged weapons? Since I rolled so high on my roll.
Nope.
Really? Aw. So what do they
Well,
have?
they're
like,
not a bunch of
pitchforks?
They're
What are
like
those?
farmers and stuff. Yeah.
They have to fend off wolves. They live in Barovia.
Right,
they're not
so they
dead.
have some swords. I didn't give you pitchforks. I gave you short swords and stuff like that. We're going to pretend they're butcher knives and, I don't know, other implements that people would have handy.
I mean, heck, one of them's a Barovian witchy wench. What do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah, so she's got cursey eyes and stuff. That is ranged. There you go, you whiner. Doing everything you want. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the, do you have any, tell me where do you want things before we roll initiative? Where would you like, you have a whole bunch of people you can notice in your combat tracker.
Just surround the
I'll let
building.
you actually drag them. I'll let you put them wherever you want for start of this. But they will be starting outside, obviously. You can just drag them wherever. Oh my word, you have so many of them.
It does seem like a lot of them.
Well, your stupid rolls.
So I guess let's see. So are a couple of them? I mean, are they roughly equivalent in strength? I mean, can I, like just from a glance, you know?
So the young men look strapping and strong. They seem buffer and a little more dangerous. The Barovian witchy wench, she's bosomy and sort of got a garlicky breath, but you can just tell she's got magic in her background. But
Okay.
The rest are just sort of average people, not particularly strong.
Okay, well, so why doesn't the witch and two of them stay here and back up medic? He can go in first because he's kind of tanky, and then
Witch
the
and young
rest-
men, or are they just regular civilians at this point?
You said the young men are stronger than the regular civilians?
Yes.
Okay, we'll swap one of them with one of these civilians then.
You should be able to do that, by the way, if you
Oh,
want to
okay.
drag them around. I don't think it's
Okay.
going to stop. So
Let's
you guys feel
put.
free to place them where you want.
Yeah, I want to put a. Well, no, I can't. Um,
Yeah, you can drag it for
no,
if I mean you
no,
guys
I,
are
I, li-
metagaming
I
right now.
literally
Go for it.
can't. It will not let me.
Yeah, it won't let me either.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. All right, start pinging where you want.
Put
By the
two
way,
young men and two civilians down by the front door.
Yeah, I was
All
actually
right.
thinking that the rest of us could go in the front door and then split into the two rooms so they couldn't get around us. So like,
Okay.
so basically, I guess one young man. So like, I would be right here. I'm not actually here now, but I would be like going in here, and then one of the civilians and one of the young men would be going in there in front of me because I am a sorcerer, and then the others would come in this door over here,
Mm-hmm.
come around there, and then and they would be aware that something could come down the stairs too.
So let's take one more civilian and bring him over to the front door.
Yeah, and how about
That should be everyone now.
okay.
Gosh. I realized the numbers weren't making sense, so it gets confusing when there's that many up there.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay. So yeah, so whenever I mean I don't know what you want to do as far as turn order, but I'm gonna try to get these guys to go. So the guys on my left to go straight ahead, and I'll follow them into the door up here, and then the guys on my right will go around here and into this door.
Can we move the wench to the middle, near the middle window on the side that she's at?
Okay, so like right here?
No,
Or
middle window. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yep, right there. That way she can see through the window and do witchy things.
All right. Okay, sounds good. So I'm going to just use the initiative that's here, which is not real clear, I suppose, but the reason I want to do that is because it's split apart in a desirable way. Like it makes it look more like a scramble amongst a bunch of things moving instead of like 14 civilians move and all 4 vampires move. Yeah, it doesn't feel as realistic to me. All right, so medic, I'm going to go ahead and we started with you clobbering, I guess. So now we have other vampires that are going to be responding. So I guess logically speaking, it rushes forward and wants to get at you. But yeah, technically, it could try to scratch at your arm. I'm going to give it disadvantage though, because again, just doesn't feel like that would be.
You gotta roll double 20s at that point.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that, but at the same time, it doesn't look realistic to me with the angle he'd have, even if it is technically allowed. All right, so he's going to use an unarmed strike. He does have multiple attacks, and he misses, sparking off the frames, the metal that was holding the door, and he swings again.
Oh, dang.
Whoa!
Dang, nice.
Oh, I didn't do disadvantage. I didn't do it at disadvantage. I'll try it again. Oh, they both would. Okay, there. He would have hit either way. Okay, it's not particularly strong damage, unfortunately. It's just an unarmed strike, which is pretty sad. Tink! His long fingernails scratched you in a way that you felt was unpleasant. All right, Barovian young man. You know what? See if you guys can move that Barovian now. The number 3. It's I just realized it's this guy right here. See if you can move that one.
Yeah, I can.
All right, so there you go. Go ahead and do that. I realize now why you couldn't move it before. They need to be actually allied with you. Now you guys will have control over those NPCs.
All right. So,
all right, cool.
Moving him up and try and do whatever he can to smack, we'll say, Vampire 1, since it's close.
All right. He's got a short sword that he's actually able to swing twice. He misses because of the preternatural speed of the vampire. And yeah, that was pathetic. But young man number 1 is available now if you wanted to do something with him.
Do they have any ranged?
Not. Okay, he does have a longbow. I hate giving that to you, but you would be shooting only at Vampire 2 and at a -2. Do you want to roll for it? Do you want me to do it, or?
Go for it.
All right, so he tries to draw his bow. Ooh, I just had a. It just gave me a glitch there. It's interesting. Which vampire is that? Is that number 2? I'll just drop it on him from there.
Yep.
I had a dice roll error.
Yeah, I get those every now and then.
Interesting. Okay, so what we'll do is we're just gonna roll it here, I suppose. And it's not gonna hit. That's real. Oh, I did a +2. No, never mind. I did it correct. All right, so he completely misses, and it's now Val's turn. Sorry, Scotch, if this is too slow. We're trying to be fast. This is not normal. We don't usually have 30 things out here.
I also don't know
Not a problem. So, can I hold? Actually, actually, I think I'm gonna go look through this window. Sorry, I scooted that guy a little bit. Let me. There. Can I see through this window and through that door and see anything in there?
I don't know that did we leave that door even open?
I'm not sure.
I think we went through there. I mean, we didn't
Yeah, you did
actively
go
close
through.
anything.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna give me a perception check. Since you know where you're looking, yeah, give me a perception check. Anything 13 and above, I'll say you can.
Nice.
Yay!
Darn it. All right. You're able to have a small bit of visibility on Vampire 3.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. Yay! So let me double check what that actually
Game
does.
sucks.
Okay, on a failed save, they take damage, and they're restrained for the spell's duration, which is concentration.
Nice. That's awesome.
So, oh, that's pitiful.
It's average.
Right, so he's restrained though.
Ish.
And she can try to break out by using an action to make a strength check against the spell save DC, which is 13.
Okay.
So yeah. So
I
that's
need
my
to probably mark her as. Did you add the restrained already to her, or do you need me to do it?
No, I don't think it, unless it was automatic.
It did not.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta find the.
Oh wait, I think I can do it. Let's see.
There you go. You got
There
it.
you go. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job. So it's a Barovian Witchy Wench. And she has a little bit of visibility from where she's at Vampire 4 or Vampire 3.
Let's go 4.
Okay. What would have been your general command to her?
Light them up.
Light him up. Okay. So she... and a little wart on her nose.
That's creepy.
Twitches, and you're like, ew. And she misses like a champ. Diedrich, you're up.
I'm. How far away am I from the?
Oh yeah, you're gonna miss a turn. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Next turn you'll come in and.
Yeah, we'll just say full movement in action to move my
Yep.
60 feet and whatever.
Yep, sounds good to me. Barovian Civilian 2. What would you like him to do?
Are these window? Can they fit through these windows?
Let's give me a dex check for you pushing him through.
Okay.
13 and above, I'll say you succeeded.
Yay!
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Alright, you toss him. Alright, now he started his movement there.
Okay, so I'm gonna instruct him to get just like to stand by the door on the inside of this room, right there, and he's
Okay.
not gonna rush in and get in my way. Just
Have him hold his turn in case anything comes through this door.
okay.
So he's gonna hold his attack action, whatever that might
Sounds
be.
good.
Okay.
Corey.
Sounds good.
So,
Barovian Civilian 1 is up. That's the one
So-
over here. Boop.
Okay, so he's gonna. How much distance? Let's see. That's like 5.
They got 30 feet.
About
Yeah.
15. So let's just say he gets to about right here, and he
Okay.
holds his action.
All right. Vampire 2 is furious at the obnoxious process going on and turns into a bat. And we already know the window's open. And he is able to bite while in this form. Ooh. And he is successfully latching onto her. She loves it.
No, the winch!
Holy crap!
No, the winch!
And he's like,
Dang.
it's not just a dinky little bat. He's reasonable sized, and it's disgusting, gross, and you can hear.
How'd he fit through the window then? How big is the window?
I said decent sized, like cat sized. A flying cat can get through that window. If you can throw a Barovian through a window, I can fly a cat through it.
But the
Darn
wingspan
you.
alone.
You don't have. He didn't have. Okay, if the Barovian had his arms out, you wouldn't have fit
He
him through
didn't
the
have
window
his arms
either.
out. He tucked his arms in.
Well, so with this
Back
bat
to more
cat,
gliders.
he flies through and lands on the Barovian
All right, let's keep
winch.
moving.
All right, so she's screwed. Barovian young man is up.
Okay, so he is gonna charge and go. Let's see what that's like. 5.
Don't get rid of her. I can spare the
15,
dying her.
20, 25.
Oh crap!
So he goes to about like right here.
Okay, if you're gonna spare the diner, I will get her back in.
Yes, that was what medic would do.
Okay. Man, that
Okay,
broke-
that's the
gosh darn
that's the young man's turn. He's gonna hold his turn right there too.
it. Okay. Irina's not here, so we'll ignore her. Barovian young man number 2, go for it.
Do you want to move him, Diedrich?
Which one is this? Young man
top
2.
right, in the middle of the 2
Yeah.
civilians.
Gotcha. Alright, we're gonna move him right here to engage vampire number 2, and he's going to do whatever attack action he can.
Okay. Vampire number 2 said. Okay. He actually. Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go.
he criticals. He lands
Wow.
a strike, and you guys do have a problem, and that is that these are vampires, and those are not silvered weapons.
Yep.
Okay. Vampire 3 is held in place, but I can use my action for a strength check. What do I have to defeat? Do you know?
13.
13.
Okay. It'd be a check, I guess, right? Shouldn't I have-
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she burned her action doing that. She is going to move here and put her arms up against the door. Well, you know what? She wouldn't know that you're coming in, I don't think. I withdraw that. She is going to run over there, though. And Barovian young man number 5.
It's right by your
Oh,
door.
He, let's see, 5, 10. Okay, so he's gonna get, I guess, he's gonna kind of not stand directly in my path. But he's gonna hold his action as well.
Okay. All right, the witchy wench is now in place. Vampire 4 is which guy? That one right there. Okay, what did he do? Yeah, he is going to follow his brother's plan and bat himself through a window. He tucks in his wings, flying through here, and lands here, and is going to begin having fun with all these 6 sickies. What?
Nope, he's not.
I can't do the multi-attack because I used the bat thing. All right, civilian number 4.
Where's 4? Oh, he's right by you, Val.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay, sorry. I was thinking. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay, so he's gonna go in. It's like 10 feet, 15. He's gonna go in here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's his move.
And he's holding. Okay.
Yep.
Number 5.
Number 5. All right, we're going to engage number 2 and use whatever attack action we can.
This civilian has some unusual things. He has a scimitar as well.
Okay.
I don't think animal friendship's going to help you, though, so we'll avoid
no.
that one.
Be friends with the bat.
I really like animals. Is he a multi-attack? He is not. So Barovian Witchy Wench is she's gonna have to do a death save. She has 1 positive, so that's good. All right, Barovian Civilian 3.
All right, he's going to move up to this guy and do an attack action on number 4.
Man, okay, this has become quite messy.
Goodness
And he
sakes.
misses. On that, they're rolling. It's because I'm rolling for him, and the game is
That's
disposed
true.
against me. Civilian 6.
Okay, he's gonna come around here. That's like 10 feet, 15, 16. So I think he'll get to about here and hold his action.
Okay. Armandus, you are currently just chipping away. When you notice a weakness in the stone that doesn't feel like it's a type of lesser mineral. In fact, you're not quite sure what it is. It almost has a wet, goopy sound to it. I figure you're probably going to keep investigating and chipping away at it, but it's not water. The normal risk of a miner. This is something else, like you're hitting into wet flesh. All right, so that civilian is there. Medic, you're up.
So I can't get to her right now because of all these things in the way, right? I get lots of attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see if
No.
Strahd dying is.
No, you're fine. Oh no, one vampire could. No, I don't think he would be able to attack you. Let's be honest. He's surrounded by 3 people he's fighting.
Are they still bats or did they change?
They're still in these bat forms, yeah. Because they're trying to latch on. They're more powerful that way.
I cast Spare the Dying on her.
Okay, she says, "No, I want to go." No, I'm just kidding. All right. What's it do? It just gives her 1 hit point or something? Do you know? Stabilize?
Spare the Dying. Touch the living creature's hit points become stable.
Yeah, so 1 hit point. All right. Okay, you have done so.
I'm seeing if I have a quick action. Yeah, here we go. Healing word, 1 bonus action. Whoops.
Nice.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, Vampire 1 is going to just slash at the young man here. Vampire full. Bat or Vampire full. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. And there is no save for that. That's interesting. All right, so you guys probably are starting to notice that when these vampires land attacks, they are ripping like large chunks of flesh off these guys.
Yep.
I mean, just shredding them.
I thought you had to downgrade our roll because this was going to be too easy with how we.
Yeah, well, too many people. I didn't mean the enemies themselves weren't powerful. They are vampires. They're not even fledglings. They're actual vampires. You guys are gonna have to play a little more aggressively, I guess.
I mean, it's not a matter of us playing aggressively. It's a matter of getting good rolls.
But you guys are probably CR5. I mean, technically it'd be 4 because you're 4 people with 4, and that crowd was CR4, and the vampires are less than that because there's only 4 of them. So whatever. Yeah, just keep rolling. Barovian young man number 3 is ready. If you guys
He's
want,
unconscious?
we can engage. Oh yeah, never mind, not him then. It is now young man number 1. Do you want to invoke group attacks? In which case, you roll for each of the separate groups. You roll 1 dice for each of the individuals, and you can assign that however you want, and we can consider that the group battle. It's a melee of mess. Your choice, though. So, like for your Barovian young men, I think you have 3 or 4 maybe. So you could roll 4 d20s, and anything that's hitting, you can assign the damage.
Well, the problem with that is not all of our young men are engaged.
Yeah, it's kind of couldn't find any young women.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Hey-oh.
Yeah, even if they're not, though. I mean, if that's how you'd want to do it,
I don't
that's
care.
fine with me.
Whatever's easier / potentially faster.
Okay. Val, give me a perception check.
Okay, let's see. Yay!
All right, you do not notice anything.
All is well.
You guys have 2. Nope. You have 1 thing that hits. I think. Oh no. Yeah, 1 thing. So you guys have 1 attack you can land on any vampire you want. I'm just gonna play it that way to make this simple.
How about the one that's already wounded?
Okay. Is that number 1? No, it's not. It is number 2. And go ahead and roll 2d6 for the damage, Dietrich. And you're present, by the way.
Okay, cool.
You'll run right after Val.
Sounds good.
And you got 5. Excellent. Okay. It's been attacked. Okay, so Vampire 2 is taking his damage. For the other group, you are dealing with civilians, and there are 5 of them, I believe, remaining. So here you go. You have a total of 3 attacks to use, because one of them is a crit. So give me 6. So it's only 3d6, but give me 3d6 for that.
We both rolled.
We use Val's.
Where is it gonna go?
Vampire 3.
Okay.
If we can, I mean, if you don't mind us doing that, since they're not to her yet, but they're
Nope.
they're about to be.
Nope. No, we're gonna make this faster for Scotch's sake, so he can join in as
And
quickly
did she
as possible.
heal after I attacked her? Or did I?
Who?
Cause it says that she's healthy, Vampire 3, but
Oh yeah, she's healthy.
it said damage 5 to her earlier, but didn't say that it actually lowered. Like, normally it says moderate or whatever status, or normally it
Right.
says. Was it just not enough to change her status?
Right.
Oh, okay, nice, yay, okay, good times.
Boy.
I'm gonna give Diedrich a roll as well for perception because of where he ran from.
Where am I running from, out of curiosity?
You ran from the other side of the street. You came back. Yeah, I still don't think you were paying enough attention. And that brings us down to Val. Your turn.
So can I get through this window?
Sure. If you were able to throw people through, I figure you're pretty confident of how to get through. I'll let you in.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So is there any way that I could see this Vampire 3 without going through that door? Could this guy tell me? Does he see her? This civilian 2.
Sure. He sees her. I don't know. Don't you need line of sight?
Yeah, I need to be able to see her. Can I okay? So can I see her?
So you want to high five him and let me rip out your eyes? Yeah, you go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
Back a
here,
little
and
bit.
then so I've still got that hand is still just in there, and I can use my action to move it and try to grab anybody that I can see.
What hand are you talking about?
The grasp spell
the
that he did.
magical hand made of the ground.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
So I'm gonna try to do that again on her. Doesn't use a spell slot.
All right. So as you were moving the hand, it disappears for a bit before coming back up again near her. So roughly around here, it completely disappears, and then has to almost reform itself right about here.
That's not good.
Okay. So.
That's unfortunate. Okay, well I will cast it on her. Yay!
Wow. She really doesn't
Oh my
mind being grabbed.
goodness. What a wonderful roll. Yeah. Okay. So that is my turn.
Alright, so I'm going to move my 30 feet up to here. And I'm going to attack Vampire 2 with my hand crossbow. And I've got no disadvantage because I don't take disadvantage on stuff like that.
Okay.
And I miss. Cool. So yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Okay, Civilian 2, we actually already did the roll,
right.
So I'm going down to Vampire 2 and...
Well, can I rearrange him somewhat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, okay, I'm just gonna have him run around me, and he's not gonna move out of her melee range and like provoke an attack because he wants to hit her with whatever it is that he's got.
With love. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna do a few quick attacks here. Oh my gosh.
Rip that guy.
So, yeah, so what?
Womp womp.
Wait,
he bites himself.
No, I should have done the attack damage, not the... I didn't mean to grab the whatchamacallit again.
Oh my gosh.
So he literally rips them, like he's trying to bend the head to the side to drink, and he just rips the head clean off along with the body flopping.
So he's sitting there with a head in one hand and just looking at it like, what just happened?
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
And there's blood spraying everywhere. It's disgusting and delicious. Well, for the vampires, it's delicious. It's not delicious for you guys. It's pretty gross for you. There's a general panic that's starting to occur as, they want to help you, but they are getting very scared. Okay, Vampire 3. I gotta figure... Oh, she's stuck, so she has to do the stupid thing again, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to you. And I did get out, so she kicks it and swings at Civilian 2.
She can't. She used her action to get out of it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So she could move, but I don't know that she would do that. She's breaking her free. All right. And Vampire 4 is going to... is that a guy there, or is that one dead? That's the absolutely, utterly murdered one. Right here, and try to attack number 2. Here we go. Yep.
So I think the CR system is broken.
System shock? What's that?
I don't know.
Interesting. That Barovian's still alive. Wow. Cool. All right. Who's left on our PCs? Okay. So one last check this time for our Warforged. Give me a perception check, please.
The witch.
Oh, did I pass her up? Yeah. That's right. I didn't use her abilities. Okay. What would you like her to do?
What can she do? What are our options?
She's got Ray of Frost, Ray of Sickness, Sleep, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Alter Self, and Invisibility. And Claws and a Dagger.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter could be funny. Get it? Funny?
Creature of your choice. Okay, so it's creature of your choice. You want me to try to make a vampire giggle?
Sure, why not? Vampire 2.
Alright. Makes sense. Add that to them. And we're going to try it.
Please fail. Please fail. Please fail. Please fail. Dang it.
He succeeds. All right. Not very funny. Blood dripping from his face. Yeah. Okay. So, did you give me a perception check,
No, I'll do it
Warforged?
now.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
Man, we suck.
So you guys are completely unaware, 100%, as a dark miasma begins to surround you guys, descend upon you, and you hear the sound of hoof steps like on cobblestone, but above you. And the scent of brimstone you hadn't noticed somehow, but everyone around, surely they would have smelled it. Somehow you guys didn't, as a man with a large black cloak, turned up collar, is riding on a horse with flaming hooves in the middle of the air, looks down, and the horse rears in the air on nothing, snorts, the smell of brimstone being strengthened as it blows out, and he dismounts, floating down to the ground, and this is a pathetic icon, but you realize it is the master of the domain himself, Strahd, as he reaches or floats down to the ground, and he looks around. There is a panic and a fear in the civilians' eyes. They all effectively go catatonic, and the vampires themselves start to shake. The ones that are in bat form flop to the ground in absolute submission, sort of like a lesser dog in the pack would show their belly. The vampires themselves respond as such.
Speaking of dog, Diedrich goes into a tiny, a small rage.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And he looks and says,
I didn't make you. Where did you come from?
the vampires themselves are fearful and are unable to respond at first, and they start pointing different directions. And
Medic starts explaining his backstory about how he was made and his...
While they're unable to move, Strahd floats above the ground over to one, and he picks him up, and he says,
One last chance. Who made you?
and the vampire starts to go, and he rips him in half, right down the middle, not just taking his head off, but like shredding him down the middle, and these dark organs that are unnatural, disgusting, smell rotted, for several months over, spill into the ground as quickly as emptying his stomach. It's his entire body cavity ripped to the ground, and civilians pass out right and left. And Strahd looks over at Medic and says,
Do you like my party? My invite? But these guests were not invited. Count yourself lucky. I will meet with you soon enough.
And in that moment, he tells them to scatter, to leave, for this is his domain, and they were not invited. And as they go to move, he grabs them, and it's this disgusting blending and blurring of bodies as he moves beyond your ability to even see, tearing limbs off of the vampires right and left, splattering against the wall. The gore is extraordinary, it's explosive. The vitriol is evident in his face. He clearly doesn't know what has caused this, and both Medic and Diedrich, give me dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay. So it's going to be one of those nights. I mean, it already is, but that's cool.
All right, so Medic, you grab, your dummy's umbrella. You flip it up, and gore just starts hitting it, splashing, rolling off of it. Diedrich is in this rage, and just imagine a bucket of blood hits him, and he's blinking, and the only thing that's not covered in red are the whites of his eyes as the gore and blood from both...
yeah, Diedrich doesn't care.
Vampires are getting shredded left and right, bodies just being tossed. So most of the humans he steps over, although he does grab one for some reason, you don't know why, and rips that one apart as well. The vampires that are inside here, that are inside this building right here, I guess it's Vampire 3. You guys have some sort of option on her, so if you want to try to attack her, those of them that are in there can try to attack, but if they were to see Strahd, they would not be able to move. I'm going to grant that they probably don't realize what's going on. There's a cacophony of fighting.
Sure, let's try and
The
kill
vampire,
her.
however, is terrified.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be stabbing away at her.
Okay. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 D20s, please.
Go ahead, Meg.
With advantage, actually.
How do I do 6?
You right-click.
It's giving me 5.
You right-click on it. You right-click and then go left-click once to give yourself one more dice.
Oh, okay.
Add advantage.
I did
You're
7.
supposed to do with it.
It showed 6.
Well, it's okay because I was trying to say do it at advantage. So roll 5 more dice.
Okay.
Because she's terrified. She could sense Strahd. So you have pick your top 6 there. Unfortunately, you guys
3.
still did terribly.
Yeah.
Yep. So you got 3 there. I'm going to let you do your attack damage with advantage. So give me 3 different people. So you're going to 66s with advantage, please.
Okay, it didn't work that in. So is it? I think I have to actually right click to add.
Yeah, right click on the.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Did you do with advantage?
No.
You did not, did you?
Well, I thought that's why you wanted me to do 6, since 3 hit.
No. They each get 2d6. She's being pinned down.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You do what I say, not what I imply.
All right. So I'll just do 6 more then.
Yeah, that's fine. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 18, 23, and 31. Okay, 31 damage. All right, so they begin plunging blades into her screeching body as she's. Oh, come on, damage, do it right. There we go. Okay, she's actually still surprisingly healthy considering what you guys just did, but she is absolutely catatonic and fearful of moving. Strahd looks over at you, Diedrich, and says,
You know, I was thinking of having another pet in my house. Maybe you should visit. Can you take care of this one, or do I need to remove it for you?
Don't you worry. I will see you soon.
I'm not into boys. Oh, were you threatening me? That's hilarious.
We'll see you soon. Trust me on that.
he goes to leave and he to float back up to his horse, and he makes his hand toward the vampire that's hidden inside there and says,
If you find out who did this, I may give you a measure of mercy. I might even reunite you with what is left of that delicious puppy. It was so tasty.
and then he begins to float on up to his horsey. So you shoot.
Not surprising, but and actually that's a better effect. But
it's pretty good actually. He just blurs a little bit, and the bolt just flies right through what should have been his location, and you hear a laughter that just permeates the whole area. And then the horse whinnies and rears on the air and begins making flames off into the distance.
Diedrich whispers, I will see you soon. Don't you worry.
And you get the feeling... Oh, actually, perception check, please.
Who?
You.
Got it. Well, if it's like anything else I'm rolling, yeah.
You don't realize that he isn't worried.
That would actually be an insight check?
I totally think he's super worried. He's like,
That-
guys,
You think he's worried?
holy
That's the wrong. That would be an insight check, which I'm slightly better at. Actually, no, I'm not.
I will grant you your insight check. It should be the same based on the same stat though. So go for it.
It's not. I've got.
Go for it anyway for the hilarity measure.
That's actually that is better.
Oh, all right. Well, you realize that he is, in fact, not worried.
That's not surprising. Diedrich is not surprised about that.
It is based off the same one. It's wisdom. That's what I was.
Yeah, but I'm not proficient in
But you have
insight.
a bonus for it. Yep. So, see, I was making it nice for you. Okay, anyway, so you guys have some advantage over this vampire, but she does not have long before the effect of Strahd being near her wears off. So my question for the group is, do you use this chance to try to kill her, or are you going to try to capture her? I'm going to say that as long as you guys act quickly, you would be able to kill her, even though she's clearly quite strong. She's also getting pierced through with weapons, and those of you with silver could help, turn the tide and finish her, or you could attempt to do something else. So it's up to you guys.
So I am going to. So do I have any awareness of anything that happened? Like, could I do an Arcana and kind of
Yeah,
intuit?
there you would have felt that miasma of darkness was filling the room. You may not have known what it was, so go ahead and Arcana check to see if you would have recognized it was Strahd. And Medic, you were putting away your umbrella. All right, you recognize immediately the presence. That the extra spirit that's inside you is screeching that it recognizes he was here. A dark power was there.
Okay,
So
so
you
I'm
know.
gonna try to intimidate her and say, you can help us. Of course, that's what I'm good at.
I can't wait.
You can stand down, or we will kill you. And you can help us to defeat Strahd.
All right, give me an intimidation check.
Two to one?
Yeah. What?
There you go.
That is a good one. All right, with all those blades striking her and the fear, the paralysis from Strahd, you actually have made inway, and she is furious and angry, and she's trying to change shape, but she can't. The glow in your eyes is terrifying her. So what is it precisely you wanted to ask?
I mean, mainly I'm trying to get her to
So-
fight with us, and I mean,
Yeah, Diedrich. This is slightly retconning a little bit, but Diedrich wants to jump in the window and basically start questioning.
Oh, that's fine.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we
no,
want to
it's
know like what. Well, I guess I wouldn't know what Strahd was asking.
Now, Diedrich wants to know
Diedrich-
what made her.
So
Yeah.
Diedrich, I need a dexterity check because you're diving through a window. I want to see what this looks like.
Fine.
Oh man, you do a sweet roll, and you're swinging your arm up, and you got your crossbow, your wrist crossbow aimed at her.
And I've
So-
got Sun Sword out as
Glances
well.
at that and wonders why I didn't use the door that was open to the.
Speed and coolness factor. Diedrich's got Sun Sword out and the crossbow with the radiant damage glowing on it, pointed right at her. And who made you?
And her eyes are wide. The intimidation is real. She goes, I swear if I tell you, she'll unmake me. She'll kill me.
I will kill you if you do not.
I'll have to run. I'll have to run. And the hunger will never stop. Patrina Velikovna. Now, anyone in range of that, I will let you do a history check. You should recognize the last name. You may not, but
I don't know that
you should. So,
How loud was she
history
talking?
check.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my word. Val,
Hello.
you instantly remember that Casimir had a sister, and Casimir's last name is Velikovna.
Who is Casimir?
He was the elf with the scarred ears outside of town that actually has one of the things you need,
Yep.
according to Madame Eva. I am very sorry, Armandus, that this is taking so long. If you guys don't mind, I'd like to go 15 minutes more because we're ready to do the official introduction. very sorry this has taken so long, though. I apologize.
Oh, not a problem at all.
So, your choice. Are you going to let her go now?
Nope, I'm gonna kill her.
So wait, I've got one
Yeah,
other
go
question.
for it. Go for it.
So we know, or we understand that the bones of the saint, whatever his name is, are upstairs here. Is the fact that they're from a different vampire lineage, is that why they're not affected by these bones?
She looks at you and she goes, "Those bones? Well, it worked. She was right. No, those aren't the bones. The reason I can carry them is those aren't the saint's bones at all, you fool. You're an idiot like the rest. No, the bones that have the power that we need, those are below." She looks nervously at a trap door that you hadn't noticed is roughly over there. And you realize that they weren't able to actually touch the bones, which makes you question how much Milikov told you, the young man that was at the St. Andrew's Cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess Diedrich can try to kill her now, or stab at her.
Since she's like down or doing whatever, I don't know if we're gonna roll this out or what, but Diedrich would want to take the sun sword and just like decapitate her.
You could describe it. All right.
I'm gonna get behind her and take the sword, and then just pull it back towards me right through her neck.
That's so violent.
Diedrich is not a.
Never cut towards yourself.
Diedrich is not a peaceful person. If you haven't gathered that already.
She screeches, and then she's burning and pretty soon can no longer make vocal sounds as the sunlight encapsulated in that sword unmakes her, destroys her down to her core, and the ashes of her body form even off of her skin. It flakes and catches a fire in a very magical sense, not causing too much damage to the floor around her. Sort of think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer vampires. That was very convenient self-cleaning. She's somewhat similar.
Cool.
And yeah, so civilians are probably going to be running out. This was a terrifying experience. Even seeing you guys win was terrifying. Seeing Strahd was terrifying. In fact, perception check, medic.
Nice.
You smell a lot of urine.
Well, clearly I was treating these people and noticed they had leakages. I told them they needed to check their fluid levels. I offered to cauterize
The wiener? That's pretty amazing. Okay, so you guys, of course, getting a chance, I'm gonna just meta us into it. You guys check out that platform or that opening, and you realize that carved underneath this coffin maker's home is a very disturbing basement, and you see in the midst of a pentagram of blood, who knows what's blood it is, the bones that you now assume are St. Andrew's. And as you do so, this doorway of stone, this gate, this ring that stood in the middle, a bit like Stargate, except without the ability to set the coordinates for different planets, it's glowing and rippling, and a body begins falling through it. At which point you hear the yell of Armandus as he falls through it quite suddenly. Let me bring the other people over. Oh, I think I killed one of you guys. Oh no, I just don't have Armandus in here yet. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, and medic. Yeah, that should be it. Now, can you guys all see that?
Mm-hmm.
I believe you
Yes.
can. Armandus, you fell into this goop that you were hitting that was wet and sloshy. Eventually went around your arm, and the next thing you know, you're falling. You're sliding through an esophagus of the worlds, and appear on the other side like you just got pooped out.
Diedrich's got his sword raised and crossbow pointed.
Medic offers medical assistance.
They'll look up and... Who are you?
I started explaining my whole long backstory. I do not take any breaks.
Diedrich just sighs. We are hunters. Who are you?
He'll get up. Just kind of slowly look at each one. And he'll look at the... sorry, still getting the names here. The medic.
The 7-foot-tall, sweet-looking robot
You're
with the ventriloquist dummy.
You're a little strange for a Modron. Did I just find a portal?
It would appear so. Where are you coming from? Who are you? Why are you here?
Why I'm here, I do not know. Just thought I found another vein of minerals that I was mining. Apparently, I must have hit a portal.
All right, give me an Arcana check, Val.
Okay.
I realized we already had 30 minutes more. I was off on my time.
I've got a
Goodness.
decent Arcana as well.
Go ahead, Diedrich. You may as well. So not great, but at the same time, we're gonna assume you're not gonna know the details of the where, but you're gonna realize that this whole thing was designed to use the power in that Saint's Bones to make a hole out of this realm. Why, you don't know, you can't perceive that, but that this is powering something that was trying to break the dimensional barrier. Now, supposedly, it is the sister of Casimir who made the vampire, so she may be related to this process, or at least knows more about it, might know more about it. That or those vampires themselves are trying to open a door for some unknown reason. And instead of giving themselves a way out, they accidentally let something in. You guys realize he looks strange, by the way, not normal. How would you describe the appearance of your skin in the parts that they can see it?
A very dark gray, almost as of the kind of like a deep stone.
Your
medic recognizes.
Oh,
on the
cool.
left side, right? Based on that. Whoa. Yeah, medic. Okay.
From my
nice
database.
job. Yeah, for some reason you had your Celeron had a good spark of overclocking there. And you recognize the gray skin, you tabulate the data, you recognize that it looks like he is of a Genasi race, which you have not seen in person, but they are an interesting, very unusual race, mostly just rumored because they're so rare. As the offspring, sort of like Azamar of Offspring of Angels, these are offspring of genies.
Ooh, I explained that to my coworkers, my associates, and then I proceed to pull out this doll and show them that this is what I'm talking about.
Diedrich just shakes his head again in sighs.
As Armandus actually nods his head and says, "You are a Mod." And if nobody knows what a Modern is,
Nope.
they'll eventually.
What is it that you want? What are you looking for?
Where am I?
We are on some sort of plane that is different from our world, it seems. But unfortunately, this specific area, plane, whatever, seems to be ruled by a master vampire named Strahd.
Oh, very interesting. I did notice that it's much quieter here than what I am used to.
It will not be that way for long.
He intends to start a dance troupe.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm saying, although perhaps if you, how your choices may depend on my threats. However, that is not the case right now. My point simply is that you in this world for long, it will not be quiet for long.
This is out of character. Are you still pointing your weapon at me?
Oh yeah, for sure, because I have little idea of your intentions or anything.
Well, my name is Armandus. I am not sure where this place is or exactly how I got here. I'm a miner by trade, and one of the first to always clear tunnels for my clan. I found many strange things at the end of the tunnels, but I've always been able to come back home. He looks behind him to see if the tunnel or the portal is still active.
All right, perception check. So that's on your primary character tab.
Yep, I am getting there.
All right.
I think.
It's on the skills tab. There you go.
All right, so you do not notice. Oh, that's really sad, actually.
That I'm loving you were the group with his 4 roll. Because that's about
Yes.
what we all roll.
Yeah, seriously.
You are clearly going to fit in just fine. All right, you do not notice that a elemental is pushing in behind you, and you feel the sear of flames as it pushes you from behind and knocks you onto the ground, prone. And at that moment, anyone who wants to, go ahead and give me an insight check. Wow.
It's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are amazing. Okay, medic, you're on a roll tonight. Pun intended, I guess. You recognize that, yeah, so someone just joined this portal, but obviously it's still being powered. And as long as those bones are in there, this thing is pulling things in.
That's what Diedrich actually wanted to take a look at, was if the bones look safe to pick up and get out of whatever it's powering.
Roll for initiative.
Alright.
Because you're realizing one way or another something needs to be done.
Do we all roll?
Yep.
Yes.
Boy, this is going great.
These are like my WoW loot rolls.
Yeah, you and me both.
Oh, actually, I forgot, but I get to roll that at advantage because of the staff. So, can you set mine at 15? I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't actually want to go first, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. The fire elemental, however, he rolled high. I guess it sort of makes sense. He pushed you out of the way, Fire Boy. I've never used one of these, so I'm pretty excited about this. He's currently in his fire form, as you can tell. They can change, but they have, well, you guys will find out. He reaches out a tendril of fire toward, oops. Why did that not work? Armandus, I'm going to have to move you, I think, or remove you from this and re-add you so that it counts as a dice attack, a dice touch. Yeah, there we go. That's working.
Wah,
Oh, he
wah.
actually misses, perhaps because he knocked you down. And a second tendril reaches toward Diedrich.
Of
And
course.
this one is landing. Wow.
That's
You actually,
positive.
you did pretty well. Yeah, that's an amazing roll. Now you do, however, because you had flames set on you, you have a fire that has caught on your pants, but it didn't hit you very hard at the beginning. Medic, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon on my ventriloquist dummy.
Oh yeah, you need the icon. Sorry, I just realized. This is important.
It's going to move up, and it is going to attack.
Oh, good.
And with a mighty swing of his umbrella, boom, status wounded.
That's great. All right, Val.
Okay, I'm gonna. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong map. I'm gonna cast Frostbite on this guy.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Yay!
Wait, what are you?
So I have to double check what this actually does because I haven't used it in a long time.
Why do you
It does
what
damage.
fail yourself?
I think he marked himself. At the
Yeah.
same time.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He did.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so do I just untarget myself? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then just put the effect on him, whatever it is you're doing. What's it do?
It does damage and then also gives him disadvantage on his next attack roll.
So make sure you drag the effect of that disadvantage over onto him.
I think.
Yeah, it's got it.
Yeah.
It's got it.
You did. Yep. You got it. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, excellent. And now Diedrich. You took a little more fire damage.
Okay. Diedrich wants to run over to the bones.
Yep.
And
kick him or something.
Like, pick him up or gather him up or just get him out of the way.
Okay, so you're consuming your action to grab the bones and get them out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate?
Yep.
All right, you successfully do so. The moment you do get him out of all the bones out of the circle, the portal behind the creature stops.
All right, so and I'll just drag him out to over here. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, perfect. And oops, I have a Barovian that is not actually here. So it's Armundus, your turn.
I'm assuming I'm not equipped, so I'm gonna equip my shield and sword, and I don't know if that gives me any chance to attack back.
I'm gonna let you attack. Yeah, go for it. You're very practiced. You have it on your back and on your side, and you just we'll say it burns up your bonus action doing that, and you can still do your attack action.
Womp,
and you
womp.
start off like everyone else.
Yep.
With a powerful swing that whiffs. All right, it is unhappy about what it's seen, so it is going to attack some more. Come a little bit closer. It's going to waste one of its attacks on the dummy, which can't actually die, but I'm going to say your dummy might get scorch marks on it. And the next one's going to go at Armundus. And looks like it's hitting. Why is it?
It was a disadvantage because of Val's
oh yeah,
chill thing.
Yep, okay. Yeah, so you are also caught aflame now. This is actually going to be this is not actually an easy fight. Even though you guys have the attack advantages. Go ahead, Medic, you're up.
Alright. I glance at my dummy and chuckle at him as my superior damage.
So you're making fun of your own dummy. Gotcha.
And he comments
Barely.
that it was just by barely, and he's the blockhead, not here, not him. I don't know. Dummy puns. I'm good at them. And that is his turn.
All right, valves up. Those of you who are on fire, by the way, you can try to douse yourself. It'll consume your action to do so, though.
A full action?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
I'll open it up again in case I'm wrong.
Okay, I cast blind on him and blind him.
Yeah, it says action.
I also just realized my dummy did out damage me because it partially resisted my damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I'm missing whatever dagger I got last round or last game.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to see what that was because it had some extra effects.
All right. What was it called?
Do I have that written down?
I'm looking for it. It looks like it poofed.
I believe it was called Deathblade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was something Razor. But you know, it is poofed. Maybe that's why you couldn't use it before. All right.
I don't think I tried to use it before.
Well, you didn't show that you noticed that you didn't have the attack thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Remember?
No, but I believe you.
Let's try this again. Now it's in your inventory for sure.
Black Razor, yeah.
It requires attunement before you can use.
How long is attunement? Is that 24 hours?
You got to be able to. No, you can do a single rest as long as you're focused on it.
Okay, never mind then. All right, so I'll take a shot at the fire elemental. I'm gonna attempt to use abilities, feats, sharpshooter, and do a -5 penalty to attack roll here to gain +10 damage.
Nice.
We'll see if this works.
You still hit? Nice.
Alright,
Nice.
so
Very well done.
how do I do +10?
To do the extra damage, you just click in the modifier thing and hit +10. Yeah, you won't see a flashing icon, but... See it ready?
Yep, I got it. Alright, so here we go.
Okay.
I don't know why.
What a great roll, buddy.
I don't know why.
It's a good thing you added that to it.
Yeah, seriously.
So you did massive damage with a ridiculously bad roll. Very good. So Armandus, you are up. You can burn an action to, well, pun intended, I guess, to get rid of the fire, or you can just attack and try to outlast the fire.
How many rounds does the fire go, or is it indefinite?
It keeps going.
Oh,
It does
weird.
not have an end on it.
Gotcha.
Guess it's because he's near.
If I'm flanking, is flanking rules a little
Flanking-
different than
Flanking gives you advantage. You're not flanking exactly yet, though.
But I could take like a 5-foot step to there, right?
Mhm.
And
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sure how these arrows work, but
It doesn't matter.
Well,
I'll-
arrows.
The yellow
Try to use
arrows.
the bow.
No.
Oh, that
No,
thing.
the
Yeah,
yellow
yeah.
ones are
That's
icons.
It's more for flavor.
okay,
It
yeah,
doesn't.
that's fine. So I'll I guess 5-foot step and full attack. That's something I can do.
Mhm.
Yep, absolutely. Do you have accent search yet? Because you can also, yeah, you do. You technically would be able to attack twice this turn if you want to burn your action search.
Will do.
You didn't drop it
Oops,
on him.
Yeah, I didn't
so
drop it on him. Sorry.
His AC is 13, so you would have hit. But yeah, okay, there you go. That's fine. And then you do the damage one. Wow, look at you guys with your ones. Now you can do the same thing again if you want to surge. And Val, if I miss any steps that he should know as a fighter, let me know. All right, so your blade is strike. Your blade's cutting through flames, and it's not like throwing your or swinging your sword above the flickering flames of a campfire. It's got some feeling to it, some thickness, like you're going through a Slurpee, a fire, a hot Slurpee, as you cut through. All right, it is screeching in some sort of unknown elemental. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Armandus, give me a, what's your background? Let's see. You're Earth. We're going to say, give me an insight check, I think. It's not really quite right, but...
Nice.
You recognize in its guttural elemental language that it's an offshoot of what some of the planar genies know, that it is screeching, that you guys have called it, you've invoked its wrath. It's your own fault when it destroys you and then finds your children and burns them into tinder like little sticks on a fire. It misses because it was a jerk. It misses the, oh my gosh. So in its blindness, it's swinging flames around, not hitting anything. Medic, you're up.
Aha!
Nice.
Gosh,
now
these
I'm part
stupid
of the
ones.
That's amazing.
Ooh, I berate my dummy. And he berates me back on my terrible, terrible damage, and we started an argument.
Oh, sorry, it's Val's turn. Yeah, I hit down and...
It did fire damage to him, by the way, automatically. You might want to remove so it doesn't do it again in just a second. Unless I kill it.
Oh, yeah. So it just did four fire damage to me when you,
I like that, though. I think that's good.
Screw that.
Alright, I've undone it.
Also, the fire elemental can roll a save to see if he's not blind anymore. A Constitution save, DC 13.
Oh, okay, let me do that.
At the end of each of his turns.
Thanks, Nathan.
So
He failed. Failed. He's still...
I like to defeat the enemies fairly.
Yeah.
Alright, you're hitting with frost. Poor thing. I'm starting to feel sorry for this fire elemental.
Alright.
What?
You should have stuck with a 4. Alright, so the front of your outfit's some floofy things.
I'll take my stupid action and douse the fire.
Love it. Oh, that's great. Okay.
And just
Your action was
for
spent dousing a fire.
ease, I'm going to move slightly over, and now it's Armandus' turn. That's a bunch of bull crap.
Fire,
All right.
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He did a stop, drop, and roll.
When the
Very
fire got to my
serviceable
crotch,
language.
he kind of panicked and...
Well, there's very little to burn, so you better be quick about it.
Exactly.
Get right in, buddy.
Oh man, so you've already burned your action surge, so you have one attack, or you can spend the action to douse the flames on you. Your choice.
I'll attack. If he doesn't go down, it's going to keep...
That's what she said. Oh man. Nice. That's a good roll there. That's how you guys are supposed to do it. In case you need advice.
I mean, I did a bunch of damage. I did plus 10 damage to you a couple turns ago.
So it's the end of his turn, right? Did I get to do the roll?
Yep.
Yes.
Darn. Really could have used it. Oh, man. I had a great one if I hadn't been at a disadvantage.
Haha. Suck it.
He's hosed. Blindness is broken. Alright, medic, you're up.
He can roll his save. Constitution.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, Constitution, come on, baby. Alright, good. He's unblind.
Boo.
Sweet.
Nice. You roll a 1 again. That's amazing.
My dummy starts taunting
Ooh,
everybody.
nice.
This is amazing damage. Like, you're all we're a bunch of worthless block.
I will use Ray of Frost again. Ah, gosh.
Alright.
Satisfying.
Well,
Alright,
at least I'm
Deidre.
not taking
You're not on
stupid
fire, isn't
damage
that nice?
anymore. Yeah, it is. Alright. I'm going to shoot my crossbow at him. Ooh, that is
Alright, you're landing.
positive.
Yeah, you just barely made it. Well, that's good.
That's something.
You shot Armandus?
No?
Oh no, fire did that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Man, that ongoing fire is bad. Armandus, your arms are now have caught flame. You're thinking, why the heck did I wear a flammable half-plate armor? I didn't even know that was possible.
He was all greased up.
The gambeson, the thing underneath of it, is what's catching fire. It's really uncomfortable.
All right. Oh, is it my turn?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, if this thing doesn't go down and it hits me again, then it's gonna keep. That's not good.
Alright. Oh, there's no one really close enough to make that hilarious. Alright, so, yeah, you just really missed. In an embarrassing way. Probably because of the flames. You're swinging it,
Yep,
look more like
I'm
you're
just
praising the
man on
Lord.
fire.
than-
I love that movie, by the way.
Is that the Denzel Washington one?
It is.
Yeah, that is good.
Oh, you have got to be kidding. I don't even have disadvantage and I can't land a hit.
Haha.
Wow. Alright, medic, you're up.
Okay. I think notes the guy that's still on fire, so he's gonna. And then the dummy's gonna be like, well, if no one else is gonna take this seriously, I'll finish this guy.
That is hitting. Not bad. I mean, really not bad. Alright, the very brightness of the fire is extremely dim now. Its flames are not aggressively getting the oxygen or something. They look like a candle in the wind.
I'm gonna cast Frostbite on him. Yay.
Alright, so where's your aim? Let's see.
Hey.
You missed though. You had a failure. Oh.
No, it's a
Oh,
No,
save.
failed. That's a save.
Oh.
That one, I don't have to.
Oh,
so the
darn.
one that I've been casting the last couple of turns is an attack that I have to actually aim. So that's.
Man, I was really hoping you had missed and then you shoot someone. That would have been so funny.
I'm gonna get
All right,
these
with the last
flames
bit of-
out.
Yeah, that's a
good
good
call.
idea. Alright, so you begin tapping that. Gonna tap that fire. Okay, your flames have gone out, and the smoldering ruins of that creature are just there on the ground in some goop. He doesn't appear to have any normal corporeal form. He's like the very essence of fire. Not much left behind.
Well, perhaps we should get these bones back to the church. Armundus, well, we do not know you yet. It seems that you do not know this world at all. Perhaps you might like to join us, and at least we can give you some sort of aid, and you can give us some sort of aid.
Before the dummy disappears, he's also going to hint that you all should probably hit the gym as he carries you all this time.
Diedrich just sighs and shakes his head.
Medic starts
And
apologizing.
then the dummy collapses. Oh, it's great. That dummy's awesome.
I will
Alright,
join you all.
go
You
ahead.
seem decent beings, and I've never quite seen a Modron like this before. But thank you very much for the.
All right, so this isn't the best of places to call it a night, but you did finish this fight. There are a lot of quests in the city they're in. You guys are currently in the city of Vallaki. It is probably the largest city in the Barovian mini dimension here. So there's a whole bunch of things that you could carry on from. Obviously, Armundus won't know any of these things.
Right.
So for the most part, he's going to just, I'm going to guess, tag along until you can understand what's going on. But just as a very, very light, quick recap so you guys can think about where you'll go for the next time. You know that there are some issues with children still going missing in the orphanage in town. You are aware that there are constant festivals, and the burgomaster thinks that that's the way to free this city, is just by everyone having a good time. You're aware that Casimir wants to go to the temple, and he has one of the pieces that you're supposed to have, so that's someone to follow. Van Richten is Diedrich's uncle. He is basically a monster hunter as well. He runs in the family, and he would be willing to assist in certain cases. There are 3 of this group that are currently under a geish, I think that's how it's pronounced, or a guise, whatever. That's basically a compulsion. They have 28 days left in which they have to answer a secret compulsion. They can't talk about it, but it will be driving some of their decisions, and Armundus would have no idea about it, and unless he was magical, he wouldn't be able to figure it out. There are, of course, the bones of St. Andrews, which are going to be bringing back, I suppose.
Yep.
There is the quest for to find the set of armor and gear that were lost for Vasily, the merchant, very wealthy and somewhat powerful man in Vallaki. There is the request for a very fine, extremely small and intricate clockwork creature or toy even that is currently in Castle Ravenloft, from what you understand. And there are several people that want wine restored, and for some reason the vineyard seems to be shut down. In addition to that, there is an abbey in which the abbot at the abbey is, we're not quite sure what is going on, but something strange is happening there as well. There's only been rumors that you guys had heard. And I might be missing some, but that's just the quick recap off the top of my head of the things that you guys are somewhat aware of, and may take your own directions however you want next game.
What's the chances we level?
Thank you for joining. Oh, you know what? Yeah,
Come
level
on.
15.
Come on.
Sweet.
No, you're 5.
Yes,
Go
let's
ahead and level
go.
up, guys. Yeah, I forgot. I'm on a call. So, yeah, go. You guys, do you remember how to do that, Armundus? I think the other guys will.
To do what?
To level your character up?
I new to all this stuff, so probably
Click the main tab, and then on the far right you find the classes button. You open it up and you drag whatever class you want to level up in. I guess fighter for you. You drag fighter onto the class and level on your main character screen.
Okay.
Yep. That was it. And if you have any prompts, it guides you through it. Mm-hmm.
They just said extra attack.
Oh.
I think is it?
Oh. Well, extra attack is a really good one.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take your attack action on your turn. Ooh.
Very nice.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome. Okay. That'd be like having surge each time. I mean, compared to level 4. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining. I hope you had fun. And I know starting a game mid-journey like this, Scotch, is probably strange, but hopefully you get involved in the characters and the intrigue with time and enjoy it. At least I hope so.
Since I've been basically a D&D player since I would say about 1990, yeah, it's not.
So just so you know, if you end up not liking this game, I will have my heart completely broken for sure, because it means I not only misread Micah, but I ruined D&D for you, and that would be really bad. I would feel terrible. All right.
Nope, that was fun. Thank you.
You guys have a nice night. And
All right, see you guys.
See you next time.
Good.